Welcome back, everyone, to the Sports Whatever podcast. Your home for not so expert analysis, plenty of shit talking, and a Super Bowl that was a blowout. Wow, that was kind of boring. Somewhat. I'm your host and resident Titans fan, JC. Joining me this week, we got
Chicken Wing, Niners fan. We will rise again. Super Bowl 60 champs. Already calling it.
Okay.
Fuck DJ.
Damn.
This is Nori. I've never wanted to be more wrong in my life than predicting this exact Super Bowl.
Hey, what's up, y'all? This is Rob, Go Sports.
Good evening. This is DJ. The Eagles may have won the Super Bowl, but it's still fuck them forever. And for good measure, fuck Mike as well.
Nice.
Yeah.
And Phil.
Respect.
Somebody will join us when the Jags hire a GM. We'll figure that out later, I guess. So he'll probably join.
Oh, he's not joining.
So he's not joining
So,
until like a while.
Apparently, they're talking to John Robinson. He used to be the GM for the Titans. So
The
we'll see.
Titans GM?
Yeah.
Oh.
Yep.
Well, I mean, the Titans GM that made all the good moves, like signing Will Levis.
Yeah. That guy.
Yeah.
So, today we'll talk about Super Bowl 59, the surprises of it, the shock of it, what it all means, just kind of react to it. Maybe talk about the halftime show if we want, talk a bit about sports news, and just kind of wrap up the season. So, what we do in the offseason, well, just looking ahead, we'll probably have a little reaction to the first round of the draft. Maybe talk schedule release when that comes out. And then, is there any kind of major sports news? If we decide to get together once a month or something, we'll probably put something out there. So, but let's talk about Super Bowl 59. Nori, we'll start with you since you did win our bracket challenge
Sick.
here. Yeah.
So sick.
So, I guess at what point did you feel that this game was over?
The coin flip. I honestly didn't realize how good the team could be. Like, I didn't realize the Avengers had been assembled. Like, yeah, I know adding Saquon was huge. It was, right? Because he honestly probably should have been MVP this year. But they'll never give it to a running back. So, yeah, once they started getting healthy, the Eagles, in week 8, 7 maybe? I don't know, maybe someone correct me, but whenever they started getting really healthy, A.J. Brown was good, Devonta Smith was good, their defense started getting healthy, because they were kind of just not playing good at all for a while, and Washington really looked like the toast of the town. When they all came together, I thought Detroit is going to be the one to save us, but then they started really going down with like 49ers level, plague injuries, like they had 18 people. I think 16 were on defense on injured reserve. Like, that's a whole fucking team. That's crazy. So, yeah. Honestly, once they all started coming together, they drafted Kenyon Mitchell, who probably should have won Defensive Rookie of the Year. They added. I didn't know they added an offensive tackle from the Chiefs last year. So their offensive tackle is now three-peated. He is a 3-time Super Bowl champion, 3 in a row.
Yep.
Yeah, no, like once they all came together, man, I'm like, no one's beating this team. This sucks, and it's literally like like staring at cancer. Like, I can't do anything about this. I had to just watch this die. So yeah, I did not enjoy the Super Bowl. I loved the Kendrick Lamar performance, and fuck you to the people who didn't get it. That's all I got. Yeah, the game was terrible.
I know there's some Giants fans that were actually rooting for Saquon.
They're not Giants fans.
Okay.
Those are just people. They're not Giants fans.
I mean, is it really on him?
It doesn't mean you hate Saquon. It doesn't mean you hate Saquon. But to
Yeah.
root for the enemy is fucking wild. Like, hey, you know what? I'm just gonna switch sides. Forget Democrats. I'm just gonna go be a Republican. Yeah, we're not quite like the same anymore. Like, you do you, but you're not coming to the cookout anymore. You know what I mean? So, like, yeah, I genuinely wish Saquon happiness. Am I gonna root for the fucking Eagles? Absolutely not.
Okay. Let me see here. Rob, what was the most surprising thing about the Super Bowl for you?
The fact that they didn't even rush the Chiefs. They brought a four-man defense and said, "Fuck him, we're killing him." Like they just ran straight through the Chiefs' offensive line like it was just a piece of paper or something.
It
Like
was like they
that.
studied the Bucks playbook on defensive strategy from years ago and just went with that. You know?
That's a Giants did in '07. We rushed 4 people.
Yeah,
Yeah.
I mean,
and they got how many sacks did they have in the first half? Like
Was it
Falcons.
what, like
Four.
7 total for the game or more than that?
7 total for the game, 4 for the first half.
Yeah, 4 for the first half, 7 like that's too much. That's crazy.
I will honestly argue that I would love to put the 2024 or 2025 Eagles, however you want to look at it. I would put them against some of the best teams of all time. Like I don't think people even now realize their potential. I don't think they get it.
That's
I mean,
just
it was
It's
on display
disgusting.
here for sure.
Absolutely
What was the
disgusting.
stats like? Yeah, they didn't blitz once. Obviously, it was a 4-man rush every time on defense. Like the offensive line couldn't do a damn thing, and I think the Chiefs got to Hurts one time, and it was offsides. So yeah, that didn't work out. So
that was funny though.
And what's sad is that I don't think the refs could have done anything.
no.
Nope.
Well, speaking of the refs, Chicken Wing, your thoughts on the refs in this game? Uh,
They did Lord's blessing. Okay,
He was
That-
in love.
that's all I can say. They did the Lord's blessing. I did not count one phantom call, which was.
maybe 1 or 2 no calls against.
I think the one phantom call I didn't really like in the beginning. Maybe it wasn't a phantom call. I didn't like that offensive pass interference with AJ Brown.
Oh, nobody did.
I didn't like that. I don't think it was
Nobody did.
maybe it wasn't a phantom call, but I didn't like that call.
Yeah.
It was a bullshit push off, quote unquote.
Right. And the guy was pulling him and he defended himself. Like you can't start a fight, get your ass whooped, and then claim self-defense.
Self-defense. Oh,
Yeah.
sorry. Can't.
AJ Brown's like 6'2", 6'3". He's like 10% body fat. Man, don't fuck with him. Come on.
Let's
Beautiful.
see.
I enjoyed it.
Question for DJ regarding this Super Bowl.
Mhm.
I don't know. Pick
Eagles.
one. What is it about the Super Bowl? Was there a point where you just said, you know what, I'm just going to turn this off?
No, there wasn't a point where I said I was going to turn it off. I actually went over to my aunt's house to watch it, and
Okay.
she's an Eagles fan, so I don't think I would have been allowed to turn it off. I think I would have been removed from the house if I attempted to turn it off.
Does she know how
But,
to spell the Eagles? Because
I
I mean,
Mayor of Philly doesn't.
The game was over at halftime, really.
Yeah.
But because we've seen teams come back from, 4 scores down, Falcons, Patriots. So we knew that this wasn't over until the fat lady started singing, but she started singing very early in the third. There was one stat that I saw they put across the ticker, which I thought was funny, which also helped to explain why the Eagles only needed to rush 4 and they kept getting to Patrick Mahomes. So the stat that I thought was actually alarming, to be honest with you. But anyway, so Philly's defensive line average weight 338. KC's offensive line average weight 243. So they're giving up 100 pounds to the guy in front of them. So they're basically running to the line. I mean, the holes are as big as the Grand Canyon, but it's because they were making those holes. Because you can't block somebody that's just that much bigger than you. And they're athletic, too. So, I mean, Mahomes is running for his life damn near the whole night. I thought that was entertaining because, I mean, there were a few times where he ran and then ran out of bounds or got down or whatever it was, and then he immediately looked at the ref, like, throw a flag, and the ref's like, there's nothing I can – what am I throwing the flag for? You slid down. Nobody touched you. I can't even pretend like there was a penalty. There's nothing there. So, yeah, I mean, it was entertaining watching the Chiefs actually have to play a football game against a better team and not getting help. That was super cool. But I don't know, man. I don't see anybody really giving the Eagles problems for the next couple of years. I mean, because I fully expect that, Philly's management will be able to keep together damn near this entire team, if not a majority of them.
Mm.
And what I'm dreading the most is next year they see the Cowboys twice and I think they're going to mollywop them both times.
And the only issue is their health. If they stay healthy, if Saquon stay healthy, AJ Brown stays healthy, I just don't see this team like losing maybe 3 or 4 games and then win the Super Bowl again. I'm sick.
Yeah.
Well,
Don't you love being right?
No.
here's the
Speaking
big
of the
question,
Cowboys.
though, with that. Will they win the division next year?
The Eagles?
Yeah.
Who's gonna win it?
Who's going to
Not
beat
the
them?
Eagles. We haven't had a repeat champion for the division in God knows how long. So.
Well,
Damn.
there's a first time for everything.
Yeah.
So JC's insinuating that it's going to be a repeat champion this coming year.
I mean, unless they get
I
on
don't-
one of those recent flights.
Damn.
Wow, man, that's a little dark.
Funny.
Then
That's kind of funny.
It's a little dark.
Yeah, I don't see who's going to beat them. I mean, the best chance would be Washington, and we saw what happened to Washington when they played them in the playoffs. So,
Yeah. And I mean, obviously, is Hurts still in his rookie contract? I'm trying to remember if he's still.
Yeah.
Yeah.
He's at the tail end of his rookie contract. Yes.
So I mean,
that's wild.
you pretty much have a core together while he's on that rookie contract, because obviously he's going to get paid, and that's going to put some limits on what you could do salary cap wise and all that stuff, right? Like that's where it's going to even out.
That's true, but
You would hope.
Yeah.
Hurts,
they all
I
wanted
can
max
see right
money.
now.
They all wanted max money, so
Well,
Barkley
unless
got
they
his
do the
between
Dodgers
the years,
strategy and
so-
just defer money or some shit, right, Rob? Is that
Yeah,
what's working out? So
yeah, if they want, if they are
Uh,
if they're men of,
no
if they're men of
comment.
their words, if they're men of their words, they'll Barkley, Hurts, and AJ Brown will all take a discount, because if they don't, they have to break the team up.
and Devontae
I-
Smith, he's just as big.
And Devontae Smith, yeah.
Showing you.
I mean, as long as
I
they're the
think-
Avengers right now, they will be together. So
They're gonna take a discount. I can guarantee you, Hurts is gonna say, "Well, you know what? We can keep winning titles, or I can get a bunch of money." He's gonna keep winning titles. He's taking a discount.
I mean, you probably saw what Mahomes did anyway. So Mahomes took a discount on a couple of after his first one. They said, "Let's run it back." And guess what? They ran it
That's
back.
true, but his discount is over. Now they're about to hit cap hell.
Yeah.
Well, I mean, but that's after the fact, right? Like they had.
Very few athletes are like that, though. Very few athletes are like Mahomes. Very few athletes are like Jalen Brunson on the Knicks. Like a lot of them want their money.
Yeah.
Like
Speaking of the Chiefs, I think the biggest thing I learned about this Super Bowl, we were right about the Chiefs all along.
Yeah.
We really
They're
were
awesome.
all season. We just really this team, like the way they were getting by, squeaking by on wins, one possession here or there, like, oh, they're just getting lucky this season, and people were telling them that they were getting pissed off, saying, oh, whatever, wins a win.
Oh, y'all a bunch of haters.
Yeah.
Wins a
Or,
win. Yeah.
We beat
Okay.
the Raiders by 2, but it's a win. Beat the Chargers by 2, it's a win. Whatever. And it was like, okay, and it bit him in the ass this Super Bowl. It really did.
yeah, I mean it was, but it adds up like telling the ugly chick that she's hot over all time. Like just because you started an OnlyFans doesn't fucking mean that you have real value. And they finally figured out their real value, which sucks. Sorry,
That was.
Don't apologize. It was well said.
I apologize for nothing.
It was well said. I was
That's,
I was laughing because it was. I'm like, that's a great fucking analogy because it's really awful, but it's the truth at the same time.
Yeah, like
Yeah.
just because you started one doesn't but that's cool. I mean,
Yeah.
yeah. I mean the Chiefs are great, but they're not the same team for 3 years ago. That team 3 years ago was fucking loaded.
Yeah.
And Kelsey was a much different player. If Kelsey was like balling out, that's a whole different game.
He did kind of fall
He's
off
not.
this season. So
Very much. Yeah.
should Travis Kelce retire?
I mean, yeah, he spends all his time fucking a billionaire. He's exhausted. Let him, yeah. Go off into the MAGA sunset that you want. It's fine, dude. It's fine.
let the man rest.
Yeah.
Just do podcasting or broadcasting or whatever you want to do. So I mean, yeah.
Yeah, their podcast is pretty successful, so he can just do that shit full time.
You know, I forgot he had a podcast.
Yeah.
Do you think
Shannon's brother.
if any other team plays the Chiefs in the Super Bowl again, and the Fox is not broadcasting it, they might bring in Tom Brady just to be a special guest on the sideline for them?
I don't think so.
Because the Chiefs have not won a Super Bowl where Tom Brady's in the building. I don't know if you guys have realized that.
That's true
Oh,
though.
Yes.
Really? I didn't know that.
Yes,
JC
that
stat
is
of all
true.
JC stats.
Oh my
I'm not
god.
the only one that called it out, but yeah, it was funny to me. Like, oh, they lost to the Bucks, and then he was in the broadcast booth, and they just got walloped. So, in very similar fashion. So, shout out though to Xavier Worthy, first Longhorn to score a touchdown in the Super Bowl. By the way, he got two.
Yeah, he balled out.
He did.
Hook him.
I felt like him and Mahomes were the only ones trying to do anything for the Chiefs.
What sucks though about that Worthy is that yeah, he did great, but
Yeah.
it sucks because like you could say easily he did all that in garbage time, which
Yeah.
is
Oh,
what
yeah.
happened.
Although I'm a little,
Mhm.
I have a little hatred with the Chiefs right now because of that first touchdown. I had 7-4 as my numbers,
Knew this was gonna come up. I knew it.
and if
Wow.
those motherfuckers had not gone for two and just kicked the extra point, yeah, you assholes cost me $200. So fuck you guys, and
Damn.
yeah,
All
There you
right.
go.
piss me off.
How much?
So,
How much?
That'll
Did
pay the
you,
bill.
how much did you pay
$50.
to enter? Then you lost $50, pendejo. You didn't lose.
I
goddamn
know,
200.
but I potentially could have got 200.
Spoken like a gambler.
That was the wrong way. On the right way, it was 300. You know,
Well-
so I had a couple of chances. Just score fucking. How great they scored a touchdown. Yeah, let's kick the extra point. No, those assholes are going for two. You sons of bitches. So I was just like, yeah, this Super Bowl sucks now. Like,
Nope. Doesn't matter.
yeah,
Doesn't matter.
Send it back.
National anthem was longer than 2 minutes, and I got my $50. Fucking right. When that
Yes,
church
they
mode
were-
came in and he said that lyric 3 times, I was like, yes, get that church mode in. Put me over, please. I was happy.
yeah. I
was
think I saw a
excited.
video where some guy was betting on whether or not Kendrick Lamar was going to say pedophiles when he was singing "Not Like Us" in the Super Bowl halftime show, and that guy.
Oh
bet on
my
that.
god.
So, speaking of halftime, first of all, this one actually did break the ratings record, most viewed Super Bowl halftime show. It finally knocked off Michael Jackson's halftime show. But-
Really?
Yes,
Damn.
it did beat that. So, but I think what I've liked is that people who said that I respect the people that said they didn't like the show, but when they went back and read some of the history and all the stuff in between it, they watched it again and they loved it. Like, they appreciated it.
Mhm.
And I would say whether you're looking at the Lamar Drake beef, the things of this, there's layers to this, doesn't cut it. There's so much thought that went into this halftime show. It was amazing on so many levels.
And so many people missed it. Like they didn't
Yeah.
just didn't get it.
Exactly.
Hands down, it was freaking amazing though.
And they were Caucasian.
but
My bad.
I mean,
Like Samuel L. Jackson as Black Uncle Sam. I don't know how that
That's
wasn't
awesome.
a giant fucking, hey, we're sending a message here. Like I
That
don't,
was
I don't know.
good.
yeah,
I don't know.
just the things he was saying, the 16 stars on his jacket, the 16 free states, obviously pre-Civil War era.
Mm-hmm.
The first of all, the PlayStation Controller 3 was great. I caught on to
That was great.
Mhm.
Yeah. First, the Not Like Us, the way he teased it, afraid they're gonna sue, but they might sue. I was like, okay, he teased it. Then when he said, "Screw it, I'm gonna do it," and he just went off for it.
I love it.
My favorite
And
meme
then-
out of it is that stare at the camera when he said, "Say Drake."
Yes.
Oh, yeah, that was
I'm
great.
gonna bring it up because you noticed throughout the show, like throughout the performance, he'll glance at the camera but won't look at it and look away,
Yeah.
and then go through the next layer. He'll glance and look away. But when he says "Say Drake" and he smiled, oh, the cheese! Oh, it was perfect. And then Serena Williams.
Serena.
Oh,
That was cool. I was like,
oh,
She popped up on screen the first time, and I was like, "Wait, is that Serena Williams?" And I saw it the second time, like, "Holy crap!" that was Serena
holy!
Williams.
That's exactly
like,
what I said.
Yeah.
Is that Serena?
Yeah.
Yeah.
Oh shit, it was Serena.
Kicking that man in the nuts, bro. Like this beef is like it's over, bro.
If the hit,
Done.
if it wasn't such a smash hit, if it wasn't, I don't think he would have did the. But it was like, it was
He won
too.
5 Grammys.
was too big.
God.
You won
Yeah,
5 Grammys for that
that's
one
what I'm
song.
saying.
You have to
That's
do
what
it.
I'm saying. So like he just had to.
Is this hands down the most successful diss track of all time?
yes,
Yeah.
yes.
I mean,
In
no.
recent decades, I will say yes.
Recent decades, yeah.
Recent decades,
Yes.
I will say yes.
Because No Vaseline is the greatest diss track I've ever heard in my life.
Ever to this day, like that's probably number one still.
Right.
Okay, well, hold on. What
Oh,
about Hail
whoa.
Mary?
Nori and Mike actually agreeing on something.
Holy
Calm
cow.
down. Calm
Who had
down.
that bet in Vegas? Anybody
Crazy.
put that bet?
Dang it.
Yeah. It was...
That was not on mine.
Should have put on a Super Bowl bet, bitch. All right, plus 10,000. Y'all lost. Hey, y'all fucking fault. All right.
I just
I'm not.
enjoy
I'm
that.
not.
Ever since the Super Bowl, my TikTok feed has been flooded with the history of the beef, reactions. I think T-Pain had probably one of the best reaction videos ever to that Super Bowl halftime, on so many levels too. And then the game over at the end was just icing on the cake. So
I can't believe y'all questioned me and Nori agreeing. I was like, hell, it was Nori teaching me shit about Wu-Tang. Shit I didn't even know. Y'all need to relax, okay? This man's educated.
Thank you, Michael.
Yeah, that's amazing.
Still don't believe y'all agree on anything ever. So
Wow. Whatever.
just saying.
Maybe some picks here or there, yeah. But so, yeah. Look, if you sit there and say you didn't like the halftime, don't know about it, do a little research, find out the history, and then watch it. And
Yeah, just stick with that. You don't know about it. That's fine. There you go.
Yeah, that's fine.
Just say that.
But, freaking terrific though. It was great. Drake, just stay in Australia. Don't even bother coming back, dude. Yeah. So.
He's gonna amend the lawsuit. That's all.
Well, like, so what? Yeah, whatever. Like, the NFL's just like, yeah, whatever, dude. Do what you want. So, whatever.
Yeah, he's making fun of me, Dad. He's making fun of me. That's pretty much what he's doing.
That all being said, can we please just get Weird Al in the Super Bowl halftime, please, next year? Let's
Yes.
make it happen. Please.
I'm still all for it.
Yep.
Absolutely.
Happen. Let's see. Sports news. The Saints finally hired a head coach. As we pretty much predicted, they couldn't make the announcement until after the Super Bowl, but Kellen Moore is the new head coach of the New Orleans Saints.
Oh. Okay,
Yes.
okay.
So he
Makes
didn't have
sense.
to leave New Orleans. He just, hey, I won a Super Bowl. I'm just going to stay here. And yeah. So,
Damn.
yep. There were some early
Would he-
reports of that. So, but yeah.
Would he turn that franchise around in one season? I don't think so.
No.
No.
Will he beat Baker Mayfield?
Yes.
Okay.
Twice. Yes. I was like, yes.
Yeah.
Yes. All right. Don't give me that shit either. Yes.
Well, he'll do that twice as long as he doesn't start Spencer Rattler. If he starts Spencer Rattler, they're fucked.
If they're starting Spencer Rattler, that means they want to tank for a pick.
True.
You're right. You're right.
Yeah.
I see that. I see
Knowledge.
I know it's not Spencer Rattler related, but can you guys believe that Kenny Pickett has more passing yards in the Super Bowl than Dak Prescott? So just throw that out.
Yes, I can believe that.
To be fair, I've heard that joke with the Dak Prescott thing, but he also has more in the Super Bowl than Josh Allen, Lamar Jackson.
Damn.
I mean, Joe
would you-
Burrow. No, not Joe Burrow. Joe Burrow got there.
No,
Yeah.
Joe Burrow got there.
Joe got there,
Matt
yeah.
Stafford.
Yes, it's fun to fuck with Dak. It's fun to fuck with Dak, but
Yeah.
there are several people that have been bridesmaids forever also.
It's
Okay.
It's just wild. Like he, obviously he was with the Steelers, didn't quite work out. They sent him over to Philly. I can't remember if they cut him or traded him, whatever. And then he wins the Super Bowl with Philly and just gets some playing time and garbage time too. So, congrats.
So-
pretty awesome.
So, speaking of Dak, what do y'all think of that interview he had with that charity event, and like how he was kind of like forced in a situation he wasn't like needing to be in, like, you know what I mean? Or did y'all see the interview?
No,
Yeah.
I saw it. He's the one saying, what didn't he say? We're not that far off from the Eagles, which I
Yes.
almost
That's the
dropped my
one?
phone.
I was like, oh god,
Yes.
you're delusional as your owner. Seriously. So
I mean, they
Yeah.
kind of have to. They have to match the Cowboys fan base. Like, well, okay, fine. It's like you can't be too smart for the NASCAR drivers. You have to get down to their level. So it's smart marketing. You have to.
I believe so. I mean, yeah. I mean, like Dak was put in a obviously in a precarious situation because this is for a charity. All of a sudden, he's asked about football because the guy plays football. But like listening to the context of it, yes, he does because
Oh.
I mean, at the end of the day, he's the QB, he's the face. Like he's got to like keep the face, right?
right.
But listening to the context, the way I took it is like we play him every year, we play him competitive. I mean, yeah, the comment he made, well, I don't want to, be the guy that says count the record, but with the team that has a trophy. Like, yeah, that was a stupid comment he made. But the context I got is like we play him competitive. Like it's never like a blowout. every time that we play them or they play us, and I'm just like, okay, I can kind of see the argument because if you look at these two teams, the Raiders and the Chiefs, the Raiders always play them competitive. Well, with what's his name as head coach, so like I get the concept, but like he could have phrased that better. In my opinion, I think he could have phrased it better.
Mike, let me jump in here real quick.
Yeah.
As a Cowboys fan, hesitantly,
Mhm.
the fact
It's a
that you're saying that Dak was basically Dak was basically making a point of they don't get quote unquote blown out every time they play them. They play them competitively, right? That's what you're
Yes,
saying?
they have been blown out. Like I remember recent games, they got their asses like mollywopped.
Yeah.
Yeah, I remember.
Yeah, I just want to throw out two scores here. First meeting, 34-6 in favor of the Eagles. Second meeting, 41-7 in favor of the Eagles.
Oh yeah, absolutely. So I was just like, okay,
But
minus
they're not
last
that
year.
far off, DJ. They're not that far
But
off.
yeah, but they're not that far
Yeah,
off.
I mean, those don't sound like blowouts. Yeah,
Yeah.
I guess that's not
No.
what a blowout is. My fault.
No.
All right.
Apparently not. But yeah.
By that logic, the Chiefs weren't that far off either. So yeah.
Yeah, absolutely. No.
So,
What happened there?
Dak Prescott should have just said next question. That's what he should have done.
yeah.
Next
But
question.
he has to, because you can't have the Cowboys fan base be like, oh, even our own quarterback doesn't believe it. They have to keep up the facade that it's our year. That's why Micah Parsons' podcast is so popular, because he still convinces everybody that, oh yeah, no, we're like right there. Like next year we're gonna win the Super Bowl. But yet he's pandering to everybody on Twitter to like, oh, Myles Garrett, come here. Oh, but if you're ready to win the Super Bowl, why are you upgrading? So
Exactly.
they have to.
Yeah.
They have to pander. It's good marketing.
Even if you win the Super Bowl, you have to upgrade on some level because there's always next season.
Not the
There's always
Cowboys.
next season, there's always.
Not when it's your year. You don't have to
Yeah.
upgrade shit.
Oh yeah, you're right. Not when it's your year, but
Right.
when you got free agencies and shit like that. Oh no, we're good. We're still good.
They could get Debo Samuel.
I mean, I'm okay with it.
He's more than likely going to be released, which I don't understand the math here. They're going to save $5.1 million if they release him, but if they lose $15 million if they trade him, which I don't understand.
So
Cooper
okay,
Kupp's on
so
the trading block too, right?
I can definitely answer to that. So it's not the saving that is the issue. It's the dead money that they're going to have to eat regardless,
Yeah.
regardless if they release them. It's the dead money. So what they're going to do, or what I read is, what they're going to do is they're going to release them post June 1. Like they're going to designate it on purpose, because what it does is the dead money is split into 2 years. 10 million this coming year and then 20 million the next coming year. So they're going to have to eat it regardless. Yes, there's savings involved. That's because of his bonus, which has to be addressed 10 days after the new year starts. And so that's where that savings comes in, right? Because it's actually 15 million that they'll save when they release him, probably like the day after the new year starts.
But if
That's
they
where that
trade
comes in.
him, it's all at once. The dead money hits at once. Is that what it is?
No. If they trade him, they could still trade him designated post June 1st, so that way the dead money still is split apart in the season. So like when the trade happens, there's going to be a negotiation on salary portion, and then right now what they're valuing him as is a third round pick, assuming San Francisco eats all the money. But if the other team absorbs some of that, then he actually is considered a fourth round minimum or maximum. Sorry, yeah. So like the more they eat, the less of a trade they'll get, the less of the pick they'll get from him.
So it's
Okay.
almost like a delayed free agency for him, basically. So
Sort of, yeah,
Yeah.
because of the dead money spot.
I wonder if they're reloading or blowing up the team.
San Francisco? No, it's him and Travarius Ward that they're going to dump because it's cap is what the problem's going to be, because they're going to have to make room for Brock's contract, and then you have that, and then if they're gonna try to acquire Myles Garrett, they're gonna have to do like essentially a 3-team trade, because Cleveland will take 11, but they're gonna have to give up something for it. So we'll get like next year's pick.
If they were smart, the Stars would restructure their contracts if they want to actually win titles.
True, which
well,
um
you want to win titles,
what's his name,
yeah,
Kittle?
but the game is so violent. They're just trying to get their money now too, right?
That too. So
But
Kittle's
look what happened,
going to restructure his because he wants he wants us to reload a little bit. Kittle is he even mentioned like I won't take Max if we can reload. And then there's Amari Cooper who's a free agent from Buffalo, and then like you said, Cooper Kupp is going to be a free agent. So like San Francisco is going to want to address the need if they get rid of Debo, and then Amari will be the smartest choice because they can just get him for cheap.
Yep.
Same with
So the
Cooper
best
Kupp.
route runner in the league.
Amari would be best route runner. Exactly, his hands have gotten better and better and better.
Right.
He's quiet, doesn't talk shit. I think he was a huge help for Buffalo this year.
For sure.
He'll be great in the 49ers.
He
If I'm
would.
great.
I
Let's say,
mean,
like-
him, Cooper would be good. Again, they can get him for cheap. Ayuk won't be back week 1 because obviously ACL and MCL tear. So obviously that's going to be a while for that to recover from. So all we'll really have, honestly, is Juwan Jennings and then Pearsall as our number 1 and number 2. So some veteran help for cheap would probably be the route the Niners would go, assuming they don't let go of Debo.
So this is going to be a busy offseason for sure.
Oh, for sure, a lot of
More than
teams.
last year even. So yeah, a lot of.
I saw some crazy notable names hitting free agency this year. I was just like, whoa! Like some teams could really load up if they're smart about it.
I'm hearing like some rumors. People thinking the Rams could trade Matt Stafford to the Giants. Yeah.
I read about that this morning.
Colin Coward. Let me tell you something. I'll tell you something right now. I'm not fucking around. If they give up a first round pick, not just the first round, not the 24th or 10th pick, the number 3 overall pick, if they fucking trade that for 37-year-old Matthew Stafford, God damn it, I'm telling you, I'm not fucking around. I'm new team next year.
Okay.
New fucking team next year. No giant shit. Don't ask me nothing. If they actually do that, Shane doesn't want to just get fired. He's giving you a whole fuck you to the team. I swear to God, I will actually find a new team. I'm not sitting through that.
Well, I got a Titan jersey
news
wait
to
for you
me.
tomorrow if you want. So,
Holy shit!
Yeah.
I didn't know it was a whole first round. Like I know that they want him.
That's what the Rams want. That's allegedly. I mean, Colin
That's
Coward
what the
also,
Rams want. Okay.
Colin Coward also talks out of his vagina a lot, so I don't fucking know. I don't know.
No, I actually was I was listening to that one show Jeff Saturday is on. That's how I found out about the Rams trying to send Staffy to the Giants.
Or Get Up or whatever it is that he's on.
Yeah, Colin Coward said it on TV, and he's like, "Oh, this is what I'm hearing," and the Rams are tired of like Matthew Stafford's wife, always saying shit. Like that's like, first of all, that's horrible to fucking say, right?
Yeah.
As an analyst, that's fucked up.
I'm sure the Chiefs are sick of Patrick Mahomes' family because they all say shit, but that doesn't mean they're going to get Patrick Mahomes.
For Mahomes, listen, Mahomes, you can't talk shit about his wife. They can't say anything.
No.
You know, like
it's his brother and sister. So
right, he's young. He's a multiple-time Super Bowl champion. Like, you know, like just go get him another wife. Like you don't fucking just pay for a side piece to be happy. You don't fucking go.
Oh my God.
Don't fuck up his house. You know.
I got the money for it.
Right.
Yeah.
Give her a Chiefs ID badge, whatever. Like, you know.
Well,
but even still, why would Stafford? Because I heard Stafford has the interest too. It's like, why would you leave when you were like 20 yards away from getting to like a potential Super Bowl shot? You know what I mean?
Malik Neighbors, because Malik Neighbors really like him. He really likes him. Malik Neighbors has the right idea. Stafford should come to mentor the next quarterback, not to like be the franchise savior. To get another quarterback, try Jackson Dart in the second round. Don't throw him to the Wolves. Let him learn from a Super Bowl fucking champion, from a Hall of Famer.
Yeah.
A year or two, right? Because Jalen Hurts sat for 2 years, I think. I don't.
Just about.
Yeah.
I don't believe in rushing first round rookie quarterbacks. I really don't believe in that. So, I mean, if that's the route, fine. But giving up a first round pick, no. Give it up like a second or third. Maybe, but you can't give up the first round. The third overall pick is like franchise defining. You can't do that. Not for him.
Mm-hmm.
Especially when Travis Hunter could fall right into your lap, depending.
Not when James Winston's out there for like $20. Not for Justin Fields being out there. And James Winston is so goddamn entertaining. I would love for him and Neighbors to fucking be throwing touchdowns. I don't care if he throws 2 touchdowns and 4 picks. I'll enjoy the games more. I don't care.
James Winston doing his own sideline.
Exactly,
reporting,
dude.
you know,
I cannot
interviewing
wait for him to
himself
retire and
Dude,
be on TV.
that
I'll
man-
watch every
That'd be great.
That man needs to
Be
be
great.
protected at all costs. Okay. Let me tell you
Yeah.
something. Jameis Winston is like the truth on that one. So, okay, so my bad. So I was looking at the notable players. Like I pulled up the list. So here's some notable like unrestricted free agents coming up for this coming season: Stephon
Mhm.
Diggs, T. Higgins, Keenan Allen,
Yeah.
Amari Cooper, Chris Godwin, Brandon Cooks, Khalil Mack, Zach Martin, Deontay Johnson, Cam Robinson, Hassan Reddick, Shavarius Ward, DeAndre D Hop, Demarcus Lawrence, Justin Reed, B.J. Hill, Sam Darnold, which like that's crazy to me, but whatever. I'm surprised they haven't re-signed him yet. Um,
My
okay,
franchise
Zach,
tag him, so but
yeah, Zach Wilson, who cares? Trey Lance, or who cares? Chase Young, all right, who cares? Dre Greenlaw. You know what I'm saying? Like,
Kayvon Thibodeau, if the Giants don't pick up his option,
if he don't pick up his
Yeah.
option, yeah.
Yeah,
So
agent there.
like, it's just crazy. Like Darius Slayton coming up for free agency. That's
shit.
just crazy. All these names are popping up, and they're going to be straight up free agents for next year. Like what Nori said, it's going to be a busy offseason, like for sure. Like some teams are going to load up, and then some teams are going to be like, why? It's just like, why? Why are you doing this? Help me understand. Do you not want your fan base, Giants? That's just
Well,
a number 3 pick. Dude, I would feel for you if like they were like, yeah, get the fuck out. We'll take
Yeah,
Matthew
no,
Stafford.
you don't have to feel bad because I'll be cheering for a new team and I'll be in a good mood next year. Fine. You hurt
come
me no
join
more.
the Titans rebuild, bro. We got room over here. So.
No. I want to be happy next year. Happy, JC.
Yeah, okay.
Hey, we got
Oh,
number 1 pick. We can't be any worse than it was this year. That's for sure. So.
You say that, but you have gray hair and never seen a Titans Super Bowl.
Okay, I've had gray hair since I was 16
Nah.
years old, buddy.
Wow.
So
Wait,
And
seen
I
him
was
or seen
alive
him
to see
win
them in
one?
a Super Bowl. I was
Yes.
alive to see them in a Super Bowl. So yeah.
Well, should have tied his shoes more.
Jesus Christ.
If only yards were 2 feet, not 3 feet.
Now, no worry. Question for you: do you and any other Giants friends, have about $730 million lying around?
I fucking wish.
Okay, because if you have that much, you could buy a 10% stake in the Giants franchise. They're looking to put that up for sale right now. But if you get
I mean, they should. I guess the fucking medium Pepsis weren't working out. All right. Well,
When does the lottery hit that high again?
I don't know. Give it a few weeks, maybe.
Can I ask for 5% on half of that, please?
Yeah, the Giants are exploring the possibility of selling up to 10% of the team, and that's based on their most recent evaluation. If you have about $730 million lying around, you can own 10% of the New York Giants.
I don't want the fucking money. Let me be the general manager.
Listen.
I've done some more successful trades on Madden than what I'm seeing right now.
That's true.
So
If I win the lottery and I have enough to buy 5% of the stake, I will find my way to make Nori GM. Okay, I'm saying it on our podcast now. He will be GM. All right, that's what it is.
All right.
that'd be dope. Yeah.
Be awesome.
All right, find me lucky numbers, please.
Keeping it in New York, the Jets did announce officially that they are splitting from Aaron Rodgers, and his contract was pretty much up, right? There wasn't a chance to re-sign him. Is that what it was?
Pretty much, yeah.
Does
Yeah.
Rodgers go
Yeah,
anywhere,
exactly.
or does he call it a career? What do you guys
He
think?
should call it a career, but he's probably going to see if he could do 1 year in the Vikings.
Oh, the Sam Darnold thing. That's right.
Not just the same.
I heard Tennessee was gonna eyeball him.
He's got to follow Papa. He's got to follow Papa Favre.
Vikings could be a possibility. For all we know, the Giants could be a possibility.
Please don't.
Please.
He said,
Please.
no.
I'm
I'm
50-50 on the Titans, but only
Please go
because
get him.
if we draft a quarterback first, it would allow Aaron Rodgers to play that veteran mentor role if he wants to play that veteran mentor.
He doesn't want a mentor. That's his
That's
thing.
the problem. Yeah, like we'll take Matthew Stafford.
Like Zach. I don't know if Zach. He was actually mentoring Zach Wilson, or Zach Wilson was just being polite.
Yeah.
I don't. Because honestly, Zach Wilson did play better when Rodgers got hurt. Like he came out like a different quarterback. But there's also the Jets' biggest problem is not so much the coaching carousel. Like they have a really bad, no talent offensive line. It doesn't matter what quarterback goes there. They just don't want to address it. I don't understand. Build up those trenches, then go from there. Look at the Eagles.
They're waiting for next year's Madden rankings to come out before they decide what offense.
Oh yeah. That's right.
You're right.
Yeah.
I forgot. We did
There are
talk
some.
about this.
I don't know if Mike mentioned them, but there are some really good O linemen on the free agent market. I only know because all the Giants accounts I follow on Twitter, they're all like having these ideas of like, oh, go after this one because like go after the center, go after this person. Like,
And I'm sure they'll research the Madden rankings for the ones coming to the draft. They're going to look at the EA college football,
college football
that have
ranking.
this.
Yeah.
So James Daniels from Pittsburgh is going to be a free agent. The guard Austin Corbett from Carolina is going to be a free agent coming up. Left tackle Ronnie Stanley from Baltimore is going to come up on his. So not a lot. Actually, really, it's all the defensive players, minus the receivers.
maybe that's why they're rated so highly because there's not a lot of them. I don't know.
Well, no. Well, the order I was reading was based on their base salary.
Oh, okay.
Yeah, like Khalil Mack is 19.2 million as an outside linebacker, and then Zach Martin is the most expensive guard free agent for Dallas. He's at 18.5. So I was just, you're not gonna have a lot. I honestly, Nori, if they're gonna fix that, they're gonna have to do it in the draft. Like they're gonna have to. So.
Yeah, I hope they do. I like to see the Jets.
I mean, you're right. Like a competent GM will fix it in the draft because it's cheap, and then you can build them and get them up and get them ready.
Yeah, because it doesn't matter if you get a bunch of picks if you don't know what to do with them.
Exactly.
Very true. Yeah, let me tell you. All right. Shifted briefly to the baseball side of things. On the Yankee front, Marcus Stroman has not shown up at camp yet for his first two workouts.
Maybe he's boycotting them like I am.
Kershaw resigned.
Maybe trade rumors or holding out. Who knows? And we finally, the long-awaited last free agent on the big market, Alex Bregman, has signed with the Red Sox. Despite rumors saying he wanted a 6 or 7 year deal, he signed a 3-year, $120 million deal, but it basically has 2 opt-outs after each year. So it essentially he signed 3 one-year deals. So, yeah.
Okay.
But Nori, this gives you the chance to hate him 12 times a year now, instead of the 6 times that the Astros were playing him. So.
My heart has been ripped out. Like, honestly, it's not even the fact that we lost to the Dodgers; it's the fact that we're so incompetent. We let Soto go. Like I don't know, that's crazy. In the past, everybody wanted to play for the Yankees.
Yeah,
we lost that. Now everybody wants to play for the Dodgers, and this is what happens when you have stupid fucking ownership. So why even pay attention anymore?
Well, Soto left for the Mets, right? He's kind of
That's literally like you're about to finish on a blowjob, and then like I don't want to do this anymore. Like you left mid blowjob? Are you fucking kidding me, dude? No, I'm good.
Maybe it's the clean shaven rule. Is it about time they got rid of that shit? Because it's just
No, it ain't that.
Okay. I think somebody analyzed it, said people just don't perform as well without facial hair, but whatever. So,
which obviously can't be true because we have the most championships in history, so that's fucking stupid, right?
Crazy. I was waiting for that. I was waiting for that to come in.
Literally, if there was some data behind it, I mean, all right, maybe I have to, say anything now, but come
on. One more thing on the baseball side of things. In what is continuing to be potentially the worst contract in sports right now, Anthony Rendon is having hip surgery out long term for the Los Angeles Angels of Anaheim. If you guys aren't aware of this, he signed after he won his World Series with the Braves and has barely played. 7-year, $245 million contract, and he hasn't played nearly as much as Ted Williams did when Ted Williams was playing baseball and fighting in World War II.
He won a championship and then went on vacation. Fucking brilliant. Fucking brilliant.
It's a long vacation, man. He's just
That's some Sam Bradford shit. Yeah. That's solid. I like that.
No one gets Sam Bradford money. That's unfair.
And that's what makes it funny is that he never won anything, and he still got continuous, not just one, but continuous rich contracts. It's like, what were they seeing that Nori missed? I don't get it.
And this is why Nori needs to be GM.
Yeah.
I think I'd do a better job.
Could
To
happen.
be fair, Shane he gets shit for the Barkley, situation as he should because he handled that poorly. He really should have
Mhm.
traded him. But in all actuality, he did draft a near 1,000-yard rusher, which nobody like acknowledges but Giants fans. So like the very casual thing is, oh, derp Barkley. Like Barkley wasn't doing all that with our O line. Let's just call it what it is. We never should have drafted him. Should have drafted somebody else. That was just another fucking halfway blow job that didn't get to finish. Sucks. But we're a very toothy organization. We should have recognized that from day one.
Yeah.
So
I mean, Jeff Saturday did say it best today. He goes, when you're Matthew Stafford and you're making, and you're in LA, you're out there making, sleep bet commercials. I was like, oh yeah, he is doing that. But when you go to New York, you're gonna need a medical exam. I was like, oh shit, because they can't protect him with that shitty O line. I was like, damn, Jeff, really?
when what's fucked up, we have no depth. When we had Andrew Thomas healthy, and we actually had the 16th ranked O line, which obviously is not top 10 or top 5 like we want, because that's but we were much better. So if we have depth on that O line, I think that's really something they should have drafted in the draft more than anything, because it's not nearly as bad as it was the last 2 years.
Yeah, I can agree because Daniel Jones wasn't running as much for his life.
Yeah, because it was decision making. He had time in the pocket. That's when I knew, like week 3, I'm like, this is not our guy. Like we had everything: new O line coach, new O line, fucking Malik Neighbors. We gave him everything, and yeah.
And on the NBA side, if you're keeping track at home, Luka's made his debut with the Lakers. Luka Doncic did pretty well, and Anthony Davis made his debut with the Mavs and got hurt, and he's out for multiple weeks. So
non-contact injury too.
Yeah, and apparently, if you say or mouth fire Nico at a Mavericks game, they throw you out. So
I guess they'll have to throw out everybody then.
Yeah. So
that's funny.
I saw that clip. That was hilarious.
He wasn't the only one. There was a lot of people that get ejected, and free speech has gone away in Mavericks land apparently. So.
Oh man! Oh, you get your feelings hurt. You can kick out fans. All right, whatever, man.
Yeah.
Is that some Knicks level shit? Because didn't the Knicks do that for a while?
Dolan did that until he stepped aside 4 years ago, maybe 5 years ago, when Leon Rose took over. Yeah. And Dolan has not. He's barely even in the building. I don't even think he attends the games. And now we're an NBA title contender. Ain't that some shit?
Yeah, that's funny how that worked, huh?
Yeah.
New York Rangers the same thing. When he stepped away, the GM took over, and we started getting the Stanley Cup and choking. So we're the 49ers of the fucking NHL, but whatever. So we get there. That's cool.
Wow, that hurt my feelings.
We're 0-2 in the last. We're 0-2 in the last Stanley Cup.
Really, we're just gonna do that now.
Sorry.
Shots fired.
Complimenting you all night. Here we fucking come. All right.
I feel your pain. Like I'm.
But do you disagree with that?
No, I don't disagree with it at all.
Another thing you guys agree on. It's amazing.
That's like 3 things today. That's it.
So when you say you guys know what it's like to be that close, yeah, we fucking do. Yankees World Series recently, goddamn Rangers twice. Yeah, no, I get it.
Yeah.
I mean, JC doesn't get it, but we get it.
No, I get it.
Whatever.
I don't get what close is because
whatever, JC. That's cool.
But we know damn well, Nori, more than anything, just wants his Knicks to get there and win it.
I've been preaching it like the past 3 years. I was like, I just want Nori to get one. Okay.
If the next 8 days later I get hit by a bolt of lightning, I've lived a fulfilling life. I'm good. I just want my Knicks to win a fucking title. I don't ask for much on this planet.
He said it last year. If you guys don't remember, if the Knicks win a title, he's happy. He doesn't care if the Cowboys win a Super Bowl. That's the cost.
Really don't. Yeah, no. Now
that was yep. You're right. That
was the cost. Yeah. No.
Yeah. Well,
might be a little too much there, though.
I mean, New York would explode. Even this Philly Super Bowl would be Sesame Street if New York Knicks won. I'm telling you. That city will be erupt like
the Knicks, though, right? Not the Giants or the Jets. Okay, cool.
No. Don't celebrate. No, the Jets will go hard, but there's nothing in New York like fucking Knicks fans.
That's true.
Okay.
I mean, the Eagle fans go out there, destroy the city, do like tens of hundreds of damage. But yeah. I mean, I don't know if we'll have a city left in Lower Manhattan if the Knicks win.
No, yeah. If the Giants win, yeah. People will be rethinking their life. So yeah.
If the Knicks win, you mean?
The next, that's on me. The next one, yeah.
Yeah. If the
Oh
Giants
my
win, they'll be
God.
like, the curse is over. Yes.
You could no, because the Giants won. You know,
Yeah.
the city was left standing. So that's how I'm like, oh, these guys aren't serious.
Yeah.
But the Knicks would be goddamn Vikings. They might actually go to people's houses and plant a flag in their living room drunk and say, "This is my fucking house now." Like they'll be unhinged.
I am the captain now. Yeah.
Yeah, pretty
All
much.
right.
Oh my God.
Well, another NFL season in the books. Another wild off season to come. And we'll probably be getting together around draft time. Like I said, maybe once a month, we'll see what kind of news comes out there. See what, maybe talk NBA, maybe talk NHL, any off-season news. I know the NBA All-Star festivities are this weekend, but let's be honest, nobody really gives a shit. Although
Speaking of cum, did you see Luka's no-look pass the other night?
Yes.
Holy shit.
Yeah.
That Lakers potential is, they need more help, but man, they're at least they're very fun to watch now.
Yeah, I would love to see a center because they got exposed yesterday.
They did. Yeah, no, they're not like title ready, but you can see the potential.
You can see the idea. The plan is there.
Exactly.
All right. Well, thank you everybody for joining us on our season finale episode of the Sports Minorities podcast. Once again, I'm JC, your resident Titans fan. It's basketball and baseball season now, everybody. Jordan, what we got?
Chicken Wing, Niners fan, 20-0. We will do the Miami Dolphins and win Super Bowl 60. Fuck all of you.
20-0.
DJ.
Okay.
Madden
Yeah,
doesn't
20-0.
count, okay? It doesn't count if you do it in
Yeah.
Madden. So yeah.
Yes, it does.
With the-
It was on easy mode when I did it. Okay.
Jesus.
Fuck y'all. Good night. And Rob
This is,
sucks.
so Nori, yeah, go Knicks. I don't know what happened last year with football, but go Knicks.
Okay.
Gotta believe. Hey, this is Rob, Go Sports, and we'll figure out what team I follow next year.
Mm-hmm.
Good evening, DJ here. Still a Cowboys fan, at least for the time being. Let's see what Jerry Jones does in the offseason, and then I may have an update for that when we start next season.
Sorry.
Fuck you.
My bad.
One final thing. Shout out to the developer San Diego Studios for MLB's the show. Apparently, they're going to be having some college baseball and some high school baseball featured in the next go around this spring. So
Pretty bold. I like that. That's
I like
very
it
cool.
too. Part of the Road to the Show program, where you go through high school, you either go to college or go straight to the pros. You make that decision. So pretty cool. Some of the features they're updating. I'm looking forward to seeing it. But I would love for somebody to develop a good fast pitch softball game. Like really.
You know what I fucking love in the show? If they made their nationality, Japanese, you automatically have to go to the Dodgers. I'd be so sick.
That's the first contract offer you get, you know?
Yeah, but that's the only one you need because yeah.
Oh my god.
I feel like Rob would not be opposed to that.
I mean, it's the Japan All Stars.
I mean, didn't they make a was there like a Japanese baseball game that came out that a lot of people were saying was much better than the show? Just presentation and everything.
Damn.
It was like Baseball Dreams or something like that. Oh, look it up. It was everywhere and it was amazing. Just the stuff they had in it.
Is it?
Yeah. So thank you everybody for joining us. We'll catch you next time.
Thanks everyone once again for listening to the Sports Minorities podcast. We do appreciate it. If you want to keep the conversation going, we're on Twitter at SportsMinorPod and also on Facebook at Sports Minorities. Our YouTube channel, Sports Minorities. Search on there. We live stream every now and then, just some random stuff. And you can also reach us via email, sports.minorities@gmail.com. We do appreciate you taking the time out of your day to listen to us, and we'll catch y'all next time.
I still can't believe Luka was traded for fucking a cum sock. Like, it's just, that's just fucking crazy. Like, AD is a really good player, but
Healthy.
a week later,
Wait.
this is the craziest trade I've ever seen. So this is
First
not even the
game.
worst trade. This is not the worst trade I've ever seen. This is the craziest one. The worst trade
Mhm.
is still in all of sports. That's the worst basketball trade. The worst trade of all time is still Deshaun Watson. Because
Agreed.
AD hurt is still a multi-time champ. Not multi-time, but he's a NBA champion who's gonna be a good person who's not a fucking morally bad rapist. So that's still good value. Is it great value? Is it probably a corrupt trade? Yeah, but AD is still, a lot of franchises would love to have AD. Do a lot of franchises want Deshaun Watson? No. So
You say the Deshaun Watson trade was worse than the Herschel Walker trade at this point?
oh yes.
Herschel Walker trade was great. Yeah, I loved it.
For what? Not so much for the Vikings,
Phenomenal.
that's for damn sure. So
Yeah, well, fuck them. I don't give a damn about them.
Yeah.
Oh my lord.
DJ's like, Vikings? Who are they? Get out of here.
Vikings
Yeah.
playoffs? So yeah.
Playoffs?
Playoffs.
Vikings? The playoffs? Okay.